Hello to all my foodies out there. We are back with another spooky season recipe. Today we are making a drink out of the Horror Movie Night Cookbook by Richard S. Sargent. This is the drink recipe for Scream 2. Like I said in a previous video, the fun thing about this recipe is that um, each movie has a food recipe and a drink recipe um, that you can make and then what like for when you watch that movie or whatever. This one is for the movie Scream 2, which I have seen, but it has been quite a while since I have watched Scream 2. We do watch the original Scream movie every spooky season, but we don't tend to watch any of the sequels, just the first one from like the mid to late 90s, like the original very first Scream movie. Um, I have seen most of the other ones in the Scream franchise, but not as much as I have seen the first one. Um, this drink is called Debbie's Salted Apple Martini or Apple Cider Martini. Um, it is an alcoholic drink, so not a recipe for everybody just because of the alcohol in it, but I am really excited to give this a try. It sounds really good, really interesting, and I have all the stuff for it. So let's get started. All right, so for the salted apple cider martini, we've got some vodka here, some apple cider, some cinnamon sticks, and those are just going to be used for garnish. And then we've got some pink salt here. We are going to get this all mixed up and I will be back. All right, so I added my vodka to my shaker with some ice. I am going to add the apple cider and the salt and give it a good shake, and I will be back. All right, so I've got the apple cider and the salt in here. I'm going to shake this up, pour it in my glass, and I will show you all what it looks like. All right, so I do have that all finished now and poured it into my glass. I know this isn't a martini glass. I don't have martini glasses, so I did kind of improvise, but it still looks really good. I can't wait to give it a try. After I give it a try, I will be back with my final thoughts. So I am back with my final thoughts on Debbie's Salted Apple Cider Martini. I thought it was really good. However, I did think that it was a little bit too salty. I definitely will make this again. It is a nice fall drink. However, next time I make it, I am going to cut the salts in half. Just because I thought it was just a little bit too much. And I don't know if I used too fine of a salt or what. It didn't say um, a coarse salt or a fine salt. It just said the pink salts, and the pink salt that we have is a very finely ground salt. That is typically what we use um, for our salts. Just in general, it's this fine ground pink Himalayan salt, which is really great and everything. However, I just think the amount that the recipe called for was just a bit too much. So if I do make this again, I am going to cut this down, or when I make it again, I will be cutting that salt in half instead, just because the salt was a little bit overpowering with the amount that it was written in it. I would like to try this again with drizzling some caramel sauce on the inside of the glass before pouring in the drink. I think that would make it look really pretty, give it a little bit extra flavor, and just pair really well with it. So I am looking forward to trying that again, or trying that with it in the future. If I do, I will let you know how it is. But yeah, if you have the Horror Movie Night Cookbook, I definitely do recommend giving this drink a try. It was really easy to make. It was just the three ingredients. Definitely a nice fall drink. I just would recommend cutting the salt in half, um, especially if you do use a finer ground salt like I did, um, just so it wasn't so overpowering with the salty flavor, but it still was good even with the salty flavor to it. Um, and I definitely am looking forward to trying this again. Um, so until then, good times, good food, and stay spooky.